Today is the 27th of October and we are painting fireworks or sparklers or fireworks and sparklers, whatever takes your fancy. Okay, I just have to move my phone so it's not on the volume button. Let's see, is anybody here watching with us or painting with us? Just gonna pull you guys up and see if there's anyone. Turn the volume down so that doesn't come on. And we are almost at the end of October. Sorry, I was sitting here and I was looking at my clock and I'm like, oh, I still have 10 minutes, but it's one of those IKEA clocks on the wall and the battery is gone, so I think I need to change that. Good morning, Louise. Hello, Teresa. How are you? Hi, C. All right, let's get started. I added another image yesterday, I think it was, that I really love and want to try and capture. So this is the image that I'm going to be working from. Hola, Patty. How are you? And I'm going to zoom in. It's super cute. So this is the image that I'm going to work on. I was just going through next month and I added, I'm going to take a picture of this, but I added all the Gouache Vember prompts, and then I added the week of the folktale week. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to do the Gouache Vember prompts in our morning lives and then just do a little live maybe either in the afternoon or evening and just try and work on these separately from the Gouache Vember, only because I feel like they're so different, not so much the prompts but the whole idea of changing it up midway through. And then we would miss out on things like tools and houseplant and in a bottle and mushrooms inside. So, and I really want to do those in gouache. Anyway, we will chat more about that. Hi Tash, hi Amy. So yeah, so let's get started with today's prompt. We're building quite a book of nocturnal images, and I've decided that I'm going to put some up for sale at the end of the month. I really need to start selling my work because one, I need to make some money, and two, I can't keep it forever. And I know some people like to make prints, but I think I'm going to sell some original pieces as well. All right, let's go with this. I think I'm going to work with gouache and yeah, I think that's my, because I don't have any, well, I don't have my acrylics out, so I'm going to just work with gouache. Look at my messy table. This was from last night from the visual arts passage. I didn't love the colors of this one. I was thinking of going more warm and like warm tones, but the magenta that I had wasn't deep enough. So then it became a little bit pink. So then I added a little bit of blue and then it changed that a lot. This one took me a good probably 40 minutes to, yeah, about 40 minutes. I was working on it for pretty much the full hour actually, so it was probably an hour, but I was moving around a lot. And then this one was quick. This one was maybe 15, 20 minutes. Because it's just the blue, the black, and then a little bit of the white. So it was quite simple, that one. Hi Martina, how are you? Teresa says, yay. hopefully the yay is for the original artwork. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with some nocturnal images, and then move into some others, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna have to do a couple of lives probably to show you what I have, and then do a drop of when it's gonna happen. And of course, if you're a patron, you will get a discount because, you know, that's what we do. All right, I need to get the sparkler, the bright sparkler white now, and then I will work on the body, because I want to make that nice and light and white. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Good afternoon, Martina. All right, so who is painting with us today? And what are you painting with? Tell us, let us know. I'm just going to get the outline of this sparkler on. Do you remember as a kid how fascinated you were with sparklers? In England we have the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes Night. We really didn't, the celebration or the, you know, the tradition of Halloween really wasn't there in England. It was more Guy Fawkes Night, and usually the town would organize a big bonfire. And I'm trying to think the story of Guy Fawkes. I can probably pull it up. Anyway, so like a huge bonfire. I'm not sure if they still do Guy Fawkes Night in England. Louise, do they? Anyway, I remember them always passing around sparklers when we were little, and we would stand there and hold them and just look into them, or make shapes in the air with the sparklers, because it would leave like a trail of light behind it. Oh right, he tried to blow up Parliament, and they celebrate Guy Fawkes Night because they stop, and then they burn him, don't they? They make like this they make like a fake Guy Fawkes, and they put him on the fire, and then they burn him. Maybe I shouldn't write that on your yeah, maybe you shouldn't write that on my YouTube. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll get, maybe my YouTube will get taken down. We'll see. We'll see, Louise. I mean, we're talking about Guy Fawkes and history, so. C is painting with gouache today. Fantastic. Anyone else painting here? Louise, I love your collage that you did yesterday. Are you doing collage again today? I can't remember if you're doing collage for the whole month. I have a feeling that you're working with collage a little bit more. I know that you said you were going to do collage for maybe I'll do an hour before our lives on Folktale Week at 6 a.m. I know that's early. I'm up anyway. It would be good to get an hour in doing Folktale Week. If I don't dedicate that time, I feel like the time just disappears, and then I get busy doing other things. I'm in the process of about to advertise for my Christmas illustrations. I'm really behind because I'm almost in November. So I'm probably going to have to just limit it to a certain amount of illustrations that I can do this year. So I'll probably make a post. And then if you want to tag any of your friends who you think may be interested, that would be helpful. I'll put that in the post though, but I know that some people don't read posts, so you just look at the pictures, which is fine too. I sometimes do that too. Sometimes you don't have time to read everybody's posts. This sparkler is taking a long time. I have to share with you all a little mini documentary. Well, it was kind of like an interview with Lowry, the Northern England artist. Can't remember his first name. Is it Clarence? And it was such a lovely little interview of him talking about how and why he did what he did, because he painted Northern England and the industrial buildings a lot and all the little people. Do you know Lowry? Anyway, I will share it with you guys. It's really lovely. My friend shared it with me the other day. Oh, Louise says, oh, thank you. I just randomly decided to do collage yesterday. I have lots of painted papers from doing abstract courses. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you build up all these, papers that are you going to do anything with, or they could go into your collage pile. All right. Oops. I'm going to make a lovely warm tone here. Still have some yellows. I'm contemplating buying some singles and sending them to England, and either my mum can send them over, or if I go over at Christmas. I won't be going over at Christmas, but if I go over, then I will pick them up then. Just needs a little bit of white, this gouache. All right. Blocking in. Let's get all the warm tones in. These have to be quite bright, so I'm just going to look at the shapes right now instead of going over again with black. I figured I may as well just do it on a one time. Oh, my daughter has midterms today and she is extremely anxious for them. I think this whole university thing is stressing her out big time. You know, when you just want to help your kids and you just, it's like that's kind of something that they're doing on their own, like it's so hard. Yeah, midterms are like exams. They're like midway in between the semester, Louise. So she has exams before Christmas, but then she has these midterms, which are like still quite a large portion of the mark. So they're like, they have like double exams. Like they have one towards the end and then one midway through the semester. I think it just helps keep them on track with, you know, how much they know and what they know and what they don't know. Yeah, so it's just, it's a lot and she's finding it a lot, so. Okay, I'm not sure if I've got enough of, I think I have enough here. Just looking at the spacing. What is she studying? She's studying animal biology for her undergrad, Martina. She wants to be a vet, but it is a really heavy course, and I think they make it, it's not like they make it hard, but it's a really, like, there's a lot of work, and, you know, I think quite a few people don't make it through because they can't. It's a lot, and I guess that's why vets are sought after, because there's not that many of them. But, you know, I mean, I understand, like, it's, you're looking after or you're taking care of animals that they can't speak to you. You have to, there's a lot to learn, so. But she loves animals and she just, that's what she wants to do. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Martina. Yeah, I think she finds them quite stressful. Oh, Meryl says my dermatologist is also a vet. Yeah, did they not like being a vet, or they do both jobs? Which is really crazy to go through dermatology and veterinary. She must have been studying forever, Meryl. Okay, I need some warmer tones on the edge here. Hang on, this is this. Let's get this a little bit darker. I probably could have left it black. of these little cheeks. C says they are very stressful, these midterms. Yeah. I don't know. Like it's hard because I was not good at science at all. So I know that it makes more sense to understand, like to know your stuff by understanding what you're learning. Like I think a lot of people, they try and memorize everything, and it's the comprehension of all the work that you're studying, I think. But it's the time, if you don't have time to learn it all, I think is hard, right? We will see. I don't want her to stress and put that much pressure on herself either, but you know, if she's not enjoying it, I think that's hard too. You want your kids to be happy, but I know that she'd be a really good vet, so, but I don't want her to feel like it's us putting pressure on her. It's really, you know, it's all about her. If she wants this, and she has to do it. It's not our life, it's her life. I'm frozen. Am I frozen for anyone else? Sorry, Meryl, if I'm frozen for you. Anyone else? Anyone else? I see my screen, and I see my screen on my video. Nope, not frozen for Louise, not frozen for C. Okay. It's good to always check, right? So just checking in with a lot of you who are patrons. We have a meet tomorrow morning. It is the flower, all the flowers. It's at 7 a.m., just the same time as now, but it's Zoom, obviously. And just want to make sure that you're able to access the Padlet and have signed up if you are coming, because that is how you will get the link to the Zoom. Louise says, I couldn't get on the flower Padlet images. Oh, then I will make sure I message you. Did anybody else have a problem? They were in the body of the message. Did you see that, or is that where you were trying to get in? Okay, is her face too small? I'm not sure. I'm going to put some warmer tones on there as well. It says it's not available to me. Meryl says, I used mnemonics to learn scientific terms. What's a mnemonic? I'm back. Good. C, when you says it's not available to me, do you mean the Padlet is not available to you? What I'll do is I'll message everybody. I mean, I'm going to be sharing it as well, so, but for after the fact, I want to get it. But it would be nice, I added it so that everybody could see it beforehand and get colors. So I will just, I'll repost the link and make sure that you guys can get it. So I'll do that this morning before I go for my walk. Maybe you guys can test it, seeing as you're the ones that are having issues with it. I mean, other people may be having issues too, but they haven't tried yet. So maybe they don't know. All right, I need some dark tones and mid-tones. I need some tones down here. Some browns. Because I don't want it black behind the sparkler. What I want her to have, so her hand is here. I can make that a little bit darker. And then I'll put some light on as well. And then this is her jacket or her coat. I'll put some white over the top and brighten this up a bit. Oh, and that has to be much darker down there. That's right, the Padlet. That's what C says. Okay. It said I couldn't access the Padlet. All right, well, I will send another email out with the Padlet. I don't know why it's being so funny. I mean, it's not funny, is it, really? It just creates more work for me. Is anybody doing the same image, or are you doing the other ones? Anybody doing fireworks this morning? Anybody? I'm going to use a bit of black to mix in with my red. If you know me, I don't usually use black, but these colors, sometimes they call for it. Same as me. C is doing the same image. Isn't it a great image? I really like it. Everybody, I'm getting excited about next year. I know we are only in October, but I am getting excited. I'm making a poster this weekend for my calendar. I want to have my calendar ready for the first week of November. And yeah, I'm excited. I think we are on to something, and it will be a great year of travels. I know it kind of cuts into my virtual art retreat, but I think it's different because my virtual art retreat is more a compressed 2 hours of classes, but the mornings will be fun, and I enjoy seeing like what you add to the images. I think it's going to be great. I feel like her head needs to be a little bit bigger, because looking at I think I just need to pull this up a little bit over here. Looking at, or maybe this needs to be a little bit lighter. Looking at her jacket, maybe I'll pull this down to darken this side slightly. You can use gouache in kind of a watercolor way and just go over it almost like with a glaze if you need to, which I am on some of these areas. This would be a good one to do in an acrylic base, and then do glazes of gouache over the top. Okay, let's just have a look at, for example, that jacket. It's catching the light right here. Need to get her sleeves on, and this side is definitely a lot darker. And then we have the middle, which is lighter, but I'm going to do a little bit darker first and then come in with the light. This actually has a little bit of an orange tone here on the side. And some dark as well. And a touch of green. Meryl says, oh, C says, love this, finished and posted. Whoa, you finished? Wow, that was fast. Meryl says, like Odana, dragonfly, Lepidoptera butterfly, making silly stories, rhymes, and with the words. Just looked up from my iPad. Your image looks great. Oh, thank you. Lepidoptera butterfly. All right. Yeah. I think that definitely works for some people if you have enough time to figure out how to make it a fun way to learn. Yeah, I wonder how my daughter learns. She says she's not very good at memorizing. She needs to take a course in memorizing, or just understand. But yeah, I'm sure the long scientific names doesn't help either. Okay, this definitely has to be a little darker. Mix in some of this color. Have you guys enjoyed Nocturnal Month? Because we are on... Oh my goodness, it's Friday. It's Upside Down Friday. I can't believe nobody said anything. I swear there's a conspiracy against Upside Down Friday, and that's why you don't tell me about it, because I forget, and you're like, oh, she didn't remember. I'm not going to say anything, and then you all keep quiet, and you're like, not saying nothing. It's Upside Down Friday, but I'm not going to tell Shar, because if not, if she does it, I have to do it, so I'm not going to say anything. Is that how it is? Is that what it's like? Are you just avoiding saying anything because you don't want to? Look, she's got little painted fingernails. How cute. Is it really? Tell me. Meryl says, let's adopt a butterfly. Oh, I think I see what you mean now. The let's adopt a butterfly. Okay. Louise says, I've really enjoyed Nocturnal Month, but found it hard. Those are the best months, when you find them hard, when you find there's a challenge that you are, that you face daily with the challenges. And I kind of like the theme, right? Like that there's a theme throughout the month. All the colors are night, nocturnal. The palettes are different. Friday morning starts like every day, Amy says. Meryl, it does, you're right. No, you know what? There have been some Fridays, Amy, that that I have come in and I'll be like, it is Upside Down Friday. We are doing this. But today, I don't know what happened. Meryl said, this helped me with biology and zoology. Meryl, did you take biology and zoology an undergrad before you became a teacher? Were they your undergrads? Because I may just send Ashley over to you then. She can study with Meryl. Oh my goodness, that's such a good idea. I said to my daughter, I said, maybe you need to just, we need to have like, I can have a studio session, you can have a study session, and you can just read off all your material to me. I can do some artwork and you can read your material. And this way you're talking it out loud and explaining it to yourself as you go over stuff. I'm like, I'm not opposed to that if you want to do that. She said, yeah, maybe for exams. I'm like, okay. No, that's going to happen, but yeah. Okay, why are there fruit flies in my room? I literally have no food in here. Okay, can I make this a little bit lighter? It's okay not to do upside down. Thanks, Amy. It didn't happen today. I may have to just do other things upside down today. Yeah. Not a dragonfly. Okay. I'm a little bit lost with the not a dragonfly, but I think you're still talking about the your way that you learn, or that you taught yourself to learn. What is the method again, Meryl? What's the method that you were talking about? I think this jacket is very big for this girl. What do you think, everybody? Let's make her cheeks a little bit warmer and a little bit bigger. And also bring her forehead up slightly. And also give her a little bit of a lip down here. Wow, look at your gouache palette. Getting low again. I know, it's getting low again. That's what happens, see? It is getting low. I've got two. So I have two gouache palettes. They're both really low. Look, this one and this one. I'm okay for my yellows because I replenished those. My black on this one is almost gone. My blues, I need to get more blues. My blues and my pink. These three always go really fast. And the orange, I use that a lot. Who's kidding who? My gray is gone as well. Like, I use them a lot, so. Okay, let's see. Something with the nose is wrong. Need to fix that. And I need to get some darks in. So I'm going to mix up a blacky red. Actually, I'm going to just go in black right in here just to get the major dark areas. Didn't want that to be so close to there. And because it's gouache as well, it picks up the bottom color that you just put on. So I like gouache that way, but it also means that you have to put more paint on for it to cover. There's something up with this. I think it's just too big. Her jacket's just too bulky up here. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller on the shoulder. And then also on this side. This eye you really can't see too much of. This eye over here you can, and it's a little bit darker here. I love her little lashes. And her nose is pretty dark here on this side too. Okay, I don't want to put too much black on the face. And it looks like a splat of milk, I think, so I need to correct my my, what you call it, sparkler. Too much up here, need to get rid of that. And then this, there's a little bit of a darker shadow on this side. Remember dry brushing? Dry brushing is really good when you're doing things like shadows, because when you come into the light, you can get that softness, which that one is too much. Need more of a red coming in here, and also red here. can be a bit darker on this side as well, and up here. Mnemonic. Mnemonic. I'm going to write that down and I'll give it to her. Let's get a little bit of a warm tone on her cheeks. Bottom of her lips here. And get a tiny, my water is so dirty. I'm going to try and capture that glow. And she's sweet. She's so sweet. I like this little girl. Her little cheeks. Thank you, Martina. Meryl says, I also recorded my notes as I read them aloud. Oh, that's a good idea. And what does that do? So you can listen to them back again? Like, did you listen to them? Why don't they teach you all this in university, like how to study and how to memorize and how to... Well, maybe they do, but she just hasn't told me that they do. Janan, hi. Very late to the party, but your painting is even more incredible than the photo. Oh, you're very sweet. I'm not sure if it's even more incredible than the photo, but that is such a lovely thing to say. We are trying to capture the glow, and I am definitely needing to add a little bit more into this sparkler. Now her hand is here. Just going to go a little bit more. Uh-oh, I'm getting paint on my other pencils. I love her little pink. I don't know if I can capture that. Ooh, am I freezing, everybody? Looks like I'm freezing. It could be my other internet. My phone is on Wi-Fi, and the other one is on a, whatchamacallit, a cable. All right. I love her little finger, so sweet. Okay, I need to brighten up this a little bit. What else do I need to do? I think maybe brighten some of her jacket up. That's the thing with gouache. You think it's bright enough and then it's not quite there. Is that too bright? Maybe too bright. Just want to soften these edges up a little bit. Janan, do you notice anything this morning? Or do you not see something this morning? I can't believe I forgot. Not freezing there. Oh, good. That's good. You could listen while driving or riding in the car. That really helped. Yeah, that's what I tell her. But I think she's kind of. She also likes to just have a break from it. So I think that also, because I'm like, well, when you're in the bus, you could, you know, you could do this, and but I will suggest that because I think that's a good idea. I know that she'll probably be so fed up of listening to. But I'm like, this is your life, Ash. You need to, you know, do anything possible. I think that's also, I want to sell some of my work so that I can take that stress off her, because I know that, you know, she's like, we can't pay for all of it, but if I can help her out, then that would help her less stress, and she can focus just on her studies instead of working. So I think that's too much for her. And as a parent, it stresses you out too, right? Just them not being happy. All right, let's have a look. Sorry, Jan, we just talked about my daughter. She's got midterms and she's completely stressed out. Where did that little bit come from? Go away. Go away a little bit there. Okay, just a little bit of a clean up down here with the dark, and then I know that it's getting close to time. Oh, Janan, my daughter has midterms, and yeah, she's stressing out over her midterms and saying that she's not good at memorizing, and Meryl was helping out and telling us about the mnemonic, is that how you say it? Method of memorizing. But it's also about knowing. She needs to understand the material that she's learning as well. It's a lot of material, so, because she's doing sciences. Need some little sparks coming off of it, I think. It's either that or it's on. No, I think it's coming off. I was going to say it could be my iPad that's got paint on it. Let's take a little bit of yellow into that white. Oh, you said, I'm so sorry, I understand. Yeah, I know. It's stressful. All right, let's see. Is there anything else I can do to this? Anyone got any suggestions? Oh, maybe a tiny, tiny little white. Not white, but off-white. Teeny tiny, teeny tiny. Whoops, too much. There we go. Oh, that can have a shadow on as well. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I know, I started a couple of minutes later, but I just want to put the shadow behind here. Everybody, thank you so much for joining this morning, and I hope you have a really good day. Esty, we are thinking about you. I checked in with Esty. She's making challah this morning for her neighbors. Okay. All right, I'm done. I'm not touching anymore. Thank you, everybody. Have a really good day. We love you, Esty. Reach out to her on Instagram. It would be nice. I'm sure she would love a little note from all of you. And, you know, telling her we're thinking about her. Have a great Friday. I will see some of you this weekend, and I will check out that Padlet link again. Bye, everyone. Bye.